Episode 46.
What's
Yo,
up?
here we are. We're back.
So, in this episode, we're going to be talking about darkness and masculinity. Brian, do you want to kick it off?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I think one of the things I want to talk about is so we say darkness, like we all have a shadow side. So we all have to recognize our shadow side, own our shadow side, and know that, like, when we are in this life, I don't care if you're in a relationship, like a love relationship or a friendship or wherever you are in life. Um, there's a part of you that you are probably not recognizing that you need to look at that needs to be healed, right? So that's the first concept I want everybody to look at. So look at yourself and be like, hey, what is everything around me? I don't care if it's a romantic relationship, a work relationship, a fucking family relationship. I don't care what it is. What is it mirroring back to me that I need to look at? Like, that's the first thing. Like, what about me is unhealed, or am I not accepting? Like, it doesn't even have to be unhealed. I think that's the other misconception nowadays. Everything's supposed to be something supposed to be healed. There's parts of you that you probably fucking love and you are okay with, but society told you, or family told you, or somebody told you, religion told you that it's bad. Dude, if you want to be that, right? Like, enjoy and embrace who you are. So that's one thing. When it comes into, we mentioned masculinity, is I feel like nowadays there is a very toxic feminism movement going on. And I say that because nothing against women. I love you guys all. But what I'm saying is that, like, there is so many things in the feminism movement that says that men are now toxic masculinity, right? No matter what we do, no matter who we are, we're toxic. I believe that as men, we are here and we are intended to lead. I'm not saying that we're intended to be fully in charge and the woman has nothing to do with it. I think there's a balance between masculine and feminine, even within each and every one of us, right? So when you have a partnership, what is the male's role? What is the female's role? And it doesn't have to be like hardcore and to some point where it can't be changed. My thing is that, as men, when we understand that we're here to lead and we're here to protect, we're here to provide. And again, it's like, it doesn't mean that the woman can't provide and do those things as well. Of course, absolutely. But we have a balance of it. But I still feel at the end of the day, the man's role and the reason we feel like purpose is when we're taking care of our spouse or partner or kids or community or tribe or whatever we're doing, right? So if that's taken away from a man, I think, unfortunately, that takes a man into a psychological place of like, what the hell am I here for? Right?
Well, I think that,
So,
what I believe is that I do believe, I agree exactly with what you're saying, because men and women are designed to be side by side, not separate, not one ahead of the other. However, we do have different capabilities. Like we talked about off camera, as a man, you have to be okay with being the quote unquote bad guy sometimes, as a father, as a husband, because we have that innate nature within us to be like that darkness we talked about off camera. Like when we talked about this before, Brian, you and me, but Nick, I want to get your perception on this. As men, we have a darkness within us that's like, you fuck with me, I'll kill everything that gets in my way. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So my thing is, like, men are built to be warriors because we are even physically built for it.
Yeah.
So and then when we get with a lady, it kind of calms us a little bit, but we still have to learn, like Jordan Peterson said, and we talked about this before, you need to learn to be a controlled monster, right? Like
yes,
there's
okay.
like inside of
Can,
every man. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I say something to that? Because you just like sparked me on that. Like I've heard that,
Yeah,
and I love that.
I knew as soon
I
as I said it that you'd get fucking fired up. Let's go.
yeah, because one thing I love about like I'm not a huge. I mean, I have nothing against Jordan Peterson. I'm not like I don't get deep into his stuff. But one of the things I love that he said is that you need to learn to become a monster and then control that monster, right? And I feel like for myself, even like as a kid, like I had a very loving heart, like very caring. But then when I got to a certain point in my life, I fucking found my monster, and I was like, "Woo!" Like I can take you out in a heartbeat, but but I have love and I have control, and I know not to do that unless I absolutely need to, right? And that to me is a huge fucking deal because I completely agree with that. I'm like, dude, like I will be like, you'll see me as Mr. Rogers fucking like all day long. And then the next moment I'm fucking Mike Tyson, like fucking breaking your head off, right? And like that's the thing, man. It's like, it's like, and that's not because I want to fucking do that, but
You're
I
like, hey
can
guys,
bring it to
you're
I can summons it like, hey, I'm
dude,
your best friend in the
Welcome to my
neighborhood, and all of a
neighborhood,
sudden
baby.
I'm
wait,
fucking
are you
knocked,
like,
and then all of a sudden I'm knocking you out. You know what I mean? So it's like I can do it in a moment. So I feel like when I first heard him say that, I was like, I totally understand what you're saying. I totally understand what he's.
dude, are you
That's all
like,
I
hey
wanted to
guys,
say.
are you like, hey guys, can we not fight? That's okay.
Do you just bite
No,
people's
I'm
ears
more.
off too?
I'm more like, hey, let me change my shoes, and then I'm gonna fucking right uppercut you and knock you the fuck out because you're being an idiot, you know.
Well, dude,
And
it's just
that's
like,
the thing though. It's like, I don't want to do that. Like I don't choose to live like that all day.
nah,
But I
man.
have the
That's
moment of like, I have the moment of the controlled monster where it's like, I I now need to do something. That's why, like I said, when I was in law enforcement, I was on SWAT and all those things. Like, dude, I've always been loving. Like, as a medic, I was loving to all people. But then when I would go into a moment where I'm like, this is survival, and these people that are also trying to survive, which, they don't, maybe they do know why they're doing it, but if they don't, I don't know, whatever. I'm like, if I have to take you out, like, I'm going home. So, you know, and whatever God wants to do with that, God knows it. But it's like I'm gonna unload a fucking 13-round clip on you, and I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna be okay because not because I'm okay with it, but it's just like I have to make sure I get home. You know.
well, dude, it's
So.
just like it's yeah, no, I agree. I 100% because that's where I was in the army. My mind is like, I will fucking kill you because
Mm-hmm.
that's what we were talking about earlier off camera with the Spartan race. It's like, yeah, I kind of want you motherfuckers to know that this means nothing to me. Like when you perform as a man and you're just like, and other people are looking at you like you talked about, Brian, like, oh shit, this motherfucker's for real. That's innately within us as men. And society has tried to beat that out of us.
Yeah.
Well, especially again, like this is not meant to be like again. I'm not trying to knock this down, but with the feminine movement, right? Like I said, like my recent past relationship, she was very all about the feminine, and like I'm like that's okay, but it was almost like in her mind, like all men were toxic. Like we're all like toxic masculinity, the patriarchy, like all this shit, and I'm like, listen, I
Wait.
get that shit has gone on, but at the end of the day, like I don't live like that. Like
How?
I see you and I'm like, dude, be a powerful woman, do your thing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, let me be a man, right?
Yeah. And how I see that when girls lash out like that or whatever, like when they're like really feminine or like not feminine, God Jesus Christ. Of course they're gonna be feminine. When they're like super fucking extreme,
Come on, Nick.
when they're extreme fucking feminists is what I meant. Is it's because deep down they've been hurt by some guy or some toxic man and
Yes,
they feel like it, and that's
yes,
where it all stems from. They've been hurt badly, whether it
of
be
course,
abuse or mental abuse or you name it. It's been, that's why they
of
are the way
course,
they are. And it drives people, and that kind of
absolutely.
hurt can drive people fucking bonkers, man. I mean, shit, of course they're going to blame all men because they think all men are the same. And that's what we deal with today.
Which I totally understand that. But see, like I think about like I think when I talked about our relationship episode, Like
Yeah.
I was cheated on my first 2 relationships, right? Like so I could literally look at every woman as the worst fucking beings in the world, right? But I
same
don't,
here.
right?
Same here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But I don't because I look at women as like, women are great, like women have their things, but I look at people that are hurt and like now I use more discernment to look at people like who are you, where are you at, what's going on in your life to
Right.
understand like do I want to be in this situation or do I not? You know what I'm
Of course.
saying?
Yeah.
But it has nothing
Yeah.
to do with the fact that they're a female. That doesn't make them horrible. No, they're not
No.
horrible. Like there's many
They're just people who've
fucking
been hurt.
amazing women. Yeah, there's a
Dude.
many amazing women.
You-
There's just hurt women,
You know
Yeah.
what I will say? You know what I will say is that Brian, like you said, there's masculine and feminine to all of us. That's not to say, not what you're saying, but what we're talking about right now. Women can be warriors too, because there's the whole mama bear aspect, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like you
Oh,
get
yeah.
in between a mom
Oh,
and her
yeah.
kids, she's gonna fucking kill you. 100%.
Hell yeah.
That's
Hell
why
yeah.
that's why I joke with my wife all the time. Like women could never rule the world because the world would be on fire because they're ruthless.
Dude,
That
they're fucking
warrior,
savages.
that warrior is also within women.
Huh?
But society has watered us all down. Because
Okay.
think about it. If a woman loves you and she's with you, she's gonna fight for you no matter
Yeah.
what.
She will.
Hey,
I've seen that warrior aspect both in men and women.
And you're right, Nate. And that's why, like, I've taught my kids' moms how to shoot my guns. Like literally, like every single one of my kids' moms. Like I took them to gun ranges and taught them how to shoot guns. I was like, because if I'm not around, if I'm, on that, back when I was a medic or whatever, I'm like, dude, like here's a gun, here's how you load it, here's how you fucking rack it, here's how you check it, and then like just go blow them up. You know what I mean? And like every woman I've ever like been with, they're like, I know how to shoot a gun now. I'm like, you're right. And I was like, because if someone breaks in the house, you just take them out. Like you're done. Like, yeah, dude. Like I've taught them that shit.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what society has taught us is that men and women are supposed to be total opposites when in actuality we're supposed to be side by side.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's called unity.
Keep going, Nick. I asked you a
What?
question earlier, you didn't answer it.
What was your question?
I don't remember.
Oh. Well, shit. I didn't know I was gonna keep going. I was just agreeing with you.
What do you think about masculinity and femininity?
Well, I think both can't live without the other.
True.
I think both are important, very important roles.
Why?
And why? Because a man's duty is to protect and whatever, and a woman's duty is to be there to like show him love and to open his heart and listen to his feelings and vice versa.
Well, think about that. You mentioned
So-
feelings.
so-
Men. Well, hold on 1 second. So that's a good point. And Brian, I know that's about what you're going to say.
I hear you.
Because as men, we've been taught to ignore our feelings.
Right.
And oftentimes, if you have the right woman in your life, she will expose it. And you'll be
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I fucking hate that, dude.
Why am I feeling these feelings? It's because we're supposed to balance each other out.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you got a pussy in front of you. Sorry, I know that's like, I know that's vulgar. Sorry, it's vulgar. Anyway, no, Nate, like, yeah, kind of, yes, to that sense. But what I was gonna say is, like, we talked about before we even got on camera, like light and dark, right? So the bottom line is we have feminine and masculine, and I would say, like, in my personal opinion, if you want to break that down to something different. So I feel like the dark is more masculine and the light is more feminine, right? Because the light, the feminine is always a little bit lighter, right? And the dark is like our masculine light.
That's true. I would say that's true because men, we usually just want to fucking fuck shit up.
We just want to fucking kill people, right? And so that's what I'm saying. And so that's why I'm trying to tell you.
Just don't fuck with our
look
wives
at
and
it
kids,
as,
bro.
like, it's like, yeah. So I look at the balance of like having the middle ground. And I believe we're all intended to have the middle ground and find that like pendulum swing to the middle and be like, hey, like let's take it. Nate, you and I have talked about this so much on this podcast. I'm like, dude, I was like, I feel like in my normal everyday life, I live in a space where I'm like pretty aligned, pretty in homeostasis, which to a medical term is like middle ground. Like I'm happy, I'm good, my body's at peace, like everything's good, right? Even when something outside of me comes up, I don't always react horribly. Like I am really good at not reacting anymore. Like I can kind of see some shit happen, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. There's certain things that do it, but I think I realized that, like, dude, I have both sides where I'm just like, my shadow side could come up, and like that's why. So like you posted that video, Nate, and I'm like, that side of me could come up and just cut a motherfucker's head off, right? Or I could come up and be like, hey, seriously, it really could, like in a moment, Or
well, that's the whole point, right? We got to learn when to do it, when
yeah.
not.
Or it could come up, and be like, hey, like I love you, like let me give you some grace, because I do always try to give people grace first and foremost. But I'm just saying, does that part of me exist? Like fucking absolutely, right? And you and I, that's why we started Warriors of Light, like because we were like we know that we have to be able to tap into both, right? And like, do I ever want to? Do I normally want to? Do I typically want to tap into the warrior side? No, not normally. Sometimes, I mean, even with the ego aspect, I'm just like, yeah, let me just like shoot that motherfucker and be done. But I know that's not okay, so I'm like, yeah, probably not the best idea. So don't do that.
Well, when you think about it, that's how God designed us.
Yeah,
God literally designed us to be warriors. 100%. That's why men have more muscle mass than women, because we're designed to fight.
Okay, so what about nowadays with these women that are like, I'm building muscle and I'm fucking like, I'm in charge and I fucking run business and I do all this. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but what my thing is like, okay, my question is, do you feel like that is counterbalancing what is actually meant to be in the world? Like, I don't know.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
See, okay.
The reason why I say that is because I believe, like I just said, men and women are supposed to be side by side for a reason. We are supposed to be united as one. When you get into a relationship with a woman, it's no longer just about you, right? It's about you and her. And if you have children, it's about you, her, and your children.
But she's supposed to bring peace, her feminine aspects to it, and the peace to it. Yes, exactly. So, right. And I'm not saying that we are supposed to have peace too, but yes, I agree, dude. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's like my last relationship. It was like super feminist. Everything's like, fucking, you guys are patriarchy. And I'm like, dude, I'm not patriarchy. She's like, I'm not saying you. I'm like, that's the point. But my simple fact is like, you got to get over your shit and understand there's a balance between the both.
Well, it's
right?
like Nick said. It's like Nick
I don't want you have standing next to me fucking like bench pressing what I do, because otherwise I just go date a fucking guy. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. Well,
it's just like,
it's just like go date Nick. I'll just go be with Nick, Like,
hey,
Nick.
No, you know what? I highly recommend being with Nick. Nick's a great guy.
Yeah, Nick's a great guy. But anyway.
Well, I don't want a furry face and a wiener, so I'm good. I'll pass.
It is. I think that's the poison. I think that's the poison that's been bled into society. You have to let men be men and let women be women. And I said earlier, so don't fucking misconstrue my words, YouTube. Women can be warriors too. They are actually more fierce than us when it comes to it, because they're emotionally driven. Men are logically driven most of the time. Dude, I'm not saying that men are not emotionally driven.
Dude, you know,
when we're designed, we are literally designed to supplement each other.
Yes. And that's the thing where I'm saying, like, the women that are like all guarded up, they act cold-hearted, whatever the fuck, they think they're being a heartless bitch or whatever. It's like, no, you're just fucking hurt and you need to heal and you need to get through your darkness. That's what that is.
Exactly.
It's a defense mechanism. That's all just one big giant defense mechanism. Plus, you're running away from your feelings that you don't want to feel, so you wonder why you're acting that way. I know women pretty fucking well, bro.
Like I don't know. I sent you guys. I think I sent you guys a video, but like I said, like I have a whole different like view on life in general, dude. I think that everything and everyone comes to your life for a purpose and a reason and a season. So like not everyone is supposed to be there forever, right?
No, yeah.
So I think we have this misconception as men and women that you meet somebody and you're like, now you're my fucking husband or you're my wife. And I'm like, what if you're only supposed to be there for a month or for 6 months or for a year or for whatever to teach you a lesson? Because I believe every soul comes to teach us something. So you come to learn something. And even
Yeah.
if you want it to work out, but it doesn't, you don't have, again, the Buddhist philosophy, you don't have an attachment to the outcome. And then it leaves your life. You're like, well, fuck, like what I do is I look at my life and I'm like, well, what did I learn from that? I'm like, well, shit, like I learned all kinds of stuff about myself. Perfect. And then I let it go. And that's why, like my ex, she's like, you just seem like it's no big deal. I was like, because I'm not attached to the outcome. Because I know that it was there for a purpose. Like it had a deeper purpose for why it had to happen. And
Well,
most
that's
people
logic.
think
That's
that fucking
logic
like you
with
come into
emotion.
something.
So,
Most people come into shit and they're like, oh, well, I met this person. I'm supposed to be with you for the next 50 years. That's not the fucking case. And in my opinion,
Oh.
that's not the case. There are some people in some situations that will come for the rest of your life, which will be the rest of your season. But
Yeah.
a lot of times, no. But because we were taught this shit, and again, we were taught belief systems, people are just like, yep, that's what's supposed to happen. I meet this one and that's it. It's done. And I'm like, not reality. Sorry. But to me, that's to me. So,
I mean, you're right, because I've been experiencing that where people come and go. I mean, no one, like I said, no one fully belongs to you. No one ever is gonna fully belong to you.
you never own anyone, man. You don't own
No.
anyone or anything. Even your thing. So I tell people, like your money, your job, your career, your business, whatever it is, if it's supposed to leave, and especially this is the thing I've learned. If you fucking put it on a pedestal and you give it that it's the most important thing in your life, no matter what it is, that shit's gonna be taken away because God's gonna show you that that is not your God.
well,
Right.
that's
So
why that's
just be peacefully grateful for everything you have and be like, yeah, I'm cool, man. Like I just kind of live in a neutral zone. I'm like, this is cool, like no big deal.
well, that's why I made that reel earlier this morning, and I shared it with you guys, and it's been blown up. Is because that's the whole dichotomy of Anakin, who has attachments.
Yes.
We get so hung up on attachments that we think we have ownership, but in reality, nothing in this world actually belongs to us, and that bleeds over into the male and female aspect.
Shit.
What the fuck? And
I
then
pressed the wrong button, bro.
you just turned into a cat.
Yeah, I did.
Anyway.
What the fuck?
Dude, how can I keep recording? Okay. But that's the whole point, is that character in that reel where he's like, where the guy's like, you have fear, you have anger, all this shit, because he's attached to everything that he
He's
has.
attached to everything.
You gotta
That's
break
what
the
I'm saying, though.
attachment.
That's what I tell people. Like that's the Buddhist way. So the Buddhist way is like fucking like you have no desire and no attachment. And so I tell people. So when people say like, "What do you mean have no desire? I can't desire anything." I said you can want whatever you want, right? Like I want $1 million. I want this business. I want this woman. Like whatever the case is, right? Cool. You send it out to the universe and you fucking let it go, right? And you're not attached to how or when or if it's even gonna fucking happen, right? You just live happily in your current fucking life. And that's what I've learned is like I live happily every fucking moment of my life. I'm having a good time. I'm having fun. I'm doing my thing. And like I meet people and situations come up and things come up and I'm like, it's so cool because I'm not attached to how supposedly the fucking day, night, whatever the hell it is supposed to go. And I tell people like just don't worry about it, right? And that's what I kept trying to tell my ex. I'm like, dude, like just let our relationship just be natural flow. Like let's see what happens. Like we're good. But because she wanted so much attachment to the outcome, it could never get to that point.
Right.
And that's just a current example of like if you don't fucking let go, you'll never receive what could be for you because you're so attached to what should be in your mind, right? Which is
Right.
false. So
Yeah, I mean, people can get attached like really quickly or whatever, and and like I always tell guys, like guys are afraid to be like friends at first. It's like, guys, you got to be friends with someone. You know what I'm saying?
dude, I love that. I think we should all be friends first.
I
I
think so
think the
too.
foundation should be friends.
Because you're not gonna
Honestly.
marry
Yeah,
just a
but
girl.
women don't always think like that. They want
No,
love.
no. Actually, you'd be surprised. The women I've at least met, I've at least been friends with them first, and then it turned into something. Like, every girl I've ever met started
Not
out
the
as
women
friends.
I've met.
Yo, because you
fall in
fucking.
love with me in fucking 5 seconds, and I'm like,
Oh, I
God,
have that too. That's why you gotta put up a boundary a little bit. Be like, hey, slow it down there, Tex.
Well,
Well,
it's
I'm
because
married
you have
now.
that.
So it's a done deal, but
Well,
yeah.
it's because Nate, you had that terrorist nose. Let's
Get the Lebanese blood in you,
Let's
brother.
go.
Aladdin.
Go.
Prince Aladdin. Hey, we're
Bro,
Lebanese.
he's gonna
We're
blow
allowed
the
to say
world
that.
up, and we're gonna get all kinds of money. Let's do it.
Oh Jesus.
Joke's on you. We're poor.
Yeah, we're poor as fuck.
Dude, we grew up in a trailer park. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's facts. We did.
Damn, you guys are the worst fucking Lebanese family ever.
Nick, we were talking
Goddamn.
about weather earlier, and Brian's like, "You guys look like vampires," and I was like, "Yeah, bro, we didn't see the sun for only 3 months out of the year." The
Yeah, we're
fuck?
fucking. Yeah, I mean, we're Lebanese, but we're like, we're also Vermontanese too.
I'm like, your mom's red hair and whatever took over, dude. Like, you
Oh,
guys are stuck
our
on that
mom is
shit.
like Irish, Irish and Scottish, so we got her blood in us.
Yeah, that's
I
what
told
you
you she
guys.
was
That's what you
ginger.
guys got. Because look at Nate. Nate looks like a leprechaun. You're ready for fucking like March, bud.
I'm ready for the next Lucky Charms commercial.
We're gonna be Lucky Charms.
You
though,
are.
laddie.
You are. Put a hat on. Put a hat on you. You'd be a beautiful fucking like
You gonna put
leprechaun,
me
dude.
Lucky Charm?
Oh, top of the morning to you. Do you want some fucking Lucky Charms? Do you?
I'll put me Lucky Charm in your charmer. I don't know. This
Oh
sounding good.
my god. My
Yeah, Nick, you're
god.
retarded.
Oh, I'm retarded. Look at you, you fucking dent head motherfucker. I'm just playing.
Dude, why do you have
Nick looks
camera
like.
zoomed
See,
in
it's
on your
crazy because
face?
see Nick. I know it is really close in your face. So like
Sorry. I'm
like
holding my phone on
Nate
my
looks like
face.
Nate looks like really pasty
He
and
looks,
like a leprechaun.
he looks fucked.
And then like Nick. I don't know what family you're coming from because you don't even look like Nate's
I always
family.
told
So
him.
it's
I
like
did
I don't
always
know
tell him
where
he
you
was
get.
adopted. So
You
I
know,
don't know.
I am more
Dude,
handsome than him, so it's okay.
bro, maybe you're adopted. That's okay. You're an adopted child.
No, dude, I'm more
That's
handsome than him,
okay,
I'm more handsome
dude.
than him.
Yeah,
It's
you're
all
more
right.
handsome, but you're more
You came from some
so you're
family
gonna keep
from
you both.
like Wisconsin or
See,
something.
see,
You
the
know, it's
thing
all
is,
good.
at least my eyebrows aren't fucked. That's the main thing. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you
Well,
guys.
at least I
Okay,
can see my
hold
dick.
on. Hold on. Let me look at both of your faces. Let me see. No, back up, bitch. I can't see. Dude, you're right in the camera.
Yeah, well, his
Like,
face
I'm
is
like,
so
can I
big, it
see?
takes up the
I'm
whole
like, can
camera.
I see it for a second? I'm like, you're like in the camera. Like, hold
Yeah,
on. And Nate's laughing. I can't tell.
I'm a little
You guys
420 right now, so this is fun.
You guys don't look. Yeah, I can tell you. Yeah, that's
I
good
can
though. I
tell you
love
guys
it.
are fucking drunk.
You guys don't look like super alike. It's hard to tell. I don't know. Maybe something. Maybe I don't
No,
know.
I got blue eyes. He's got the brown eyes. He's got the
Yeah,
dent too.
you're the second blue-eyed. You're the first blue-eyed Lebanese in the family, so you're
I
a
know.
fucking blasphemous.
No, I'm not
I think your
blasphemous. I'm a
family lied to
fucking
you guys.
goddamn god. Sorry, I had to do that.
Well, that would
I
also
think
mean
your
you're.
family. I think your family lied to you guys. So just let
I
you
don't
know.
know. You know what? They took care of us. That's all that matters.
Well, probably because my dad
That's all
refuses
that
to do
matters. That's all that matters.
23andMe.
Exactly.
I'm also taller than like everyone in my family too. Other than Chris.
Are you really?
Yeah,
See, there you go,
like
dude.
when it comes to dad's
Yeah,
side,
he's
like
tall. He's taller than me. He's
I'm
taller than
tall.
me
I'm like the
Really?
fucking titan of the
by
Aqua
like a
family.
couple
Yeah.
inches.
See,
I'm
that's
the
what I'm
titan.
saying. Like it's different.
He's only taller than
Yeah.
me by like 3 inches, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, like looking at both of you guys right now, like I've been trying to do that like the last several times. I'm like, you guys look nothing alike.
Yeah, we get that a
Oh, you
lot.
Not that
can't
I
see
can
the.
tell.
Can't see the jawline though.
Well, no, not on
Not
you because
really.
you're double chin. But
Fuck you! I got it right there. You see that? That's the jawline, dickhead. That's the fucking jawline. If I ever fucking seen a jawline, you fucker.
it's only a jawline because you cut your hair to look like it.
Fuck
That's
off.
why.
My double chin isn't that bad.
Yeah, because
Nate
half of
has
it's
like
covered by hair.
Fucking asshole! It's right fucking here. Can't you see the guzzler?
Yeah, it's fucking flapping, baby.
It's not that fucking big anymore, you asshole. Listen, I still get laid. That's all that matters, right? I still get laid.
I still get laid. This
Oh,
guy's always
see,
talking about getting
there
laid.
comes your
I'm
pride.
just kidding. I haven't gotten
This
laid in
guy's
a long
always talking
time,
about
so it's
getting
all right.
laid.
I don't get
It's
laid,
all right.
guys.
Hey,
He's
but
quiet
guess what?
now.
I'm telling you right. Hey, listen, I'm telling you right now, Nick. Store that fucking sexual energy, dude. I'm telling you, when you fucking meet the
Dude, it's
right
been
woman
doing.
and you let it out, bro.
No, bro, I've
Sexual
been
energy is
using
fucking
that energy in the
powerful, dude.
workouts.
Dude, it's gonna
Working
be
out.
like a fucking snowstorm.
I'm telling you, sexual energy is so powerful. It's so crazy because, like, I used to always like be like, oh my god, I'm meeting all these women and doing all this shit and always sleeping with women. And then I started to learn about the spiritual stuff, and I started to understand like the power of spiritual energy. And then I was
Yeah.
like, fuck it. Like, so I'd meet women. They'd be like, let's go hang out. I'm like, nah. I'm like, I'm good. And they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. And I would store it up and then do like the right woman and like, oh my god, you know? Look at Nate.
We're
Look
still
at Nate. Look at
recording.
Nate. Look
Oh
at
my-
Nate.
Yeah, I get it, bro. No, I see it. Like there's girls
No,
that were like,
seriously, sexual
that were
energy is
like-
powerful, dude.
but when you
Very
get the right
powerful.
one, you're like, the right one, because you can, yeah, you get that idea.
Yeah, because I mean, like, it's easy to fucking go out places and just meet girls that was like, oh, let's go, and I'm like, dude, I did that all the time
shit.
for
That's
years.
why I don't do.
And then,
dude, that's why.
then the end of the day, I'd always be like, oh, why did I do that? Like, I shouldn't have done that. It's like, nah, don't do that.
I don't.
Man. It's
I
worthless.
don't fucking do hookups no more, bro. I don't give a fuck about hookups. I think they're dumb. I think it's
Yeah,
immature.
it's useless. It's useless.
Like I
It's
want
fucking
someone
useless.
like as a grown ass man, I want to like meet someone and like actually like connect with them on a human level, and like sex is part of that connection too. And like, yeah, if I'm gonna have sex with them, I want to at least have some sort of interest, like romantically, not
But of
just like
course, yeah,
not just a bang and go, you know?
All right. Well,
no, like who they are. Yeah.
any closing
Look,
thoughts
look,
on
look,
this
well,
episode?
look,
Well, we didn't even talk about darkness once.
Well, it's been the
Yeah, we did.
time. Yeah, we did.
We did. Okay.
Nick, me and Brian have been talking for like 2 hours before you even get back on. So
Oh, I'm sorry, I was busy.
yeah, busy fucking jerking it. It's fine.
Yeah, to your
That's what
beautiful
he's
face.
doing.
That's weird. I'm your brother, you fucking idiot.
That's okay. I'm just kidding, you dumbass.
That's cute.
See, I
Oh,
told
he-
you.
hey,
See,
he
I
like-
told you.
hey,
I told you.
hey,
I
he
told
likes-
you he's retarded.
His goal is Lebanese nose. So it's
Lebanese.
okay.
Yeah, at least I have a fucking
Nick,
Lebanese
that's what you
nose.
need to do. Nick, you need to find a Lebanese woman, and you'll be fine.
No, are you kidding me, bro? Dude, listen, bro.
No. American women are fucked up.
Dude,
You
she'll
gotta
make
fuck
your
them.
bread. She'll
Dude,
make your
no
bread
woman. All
and,
right. No woman is fucked up, dude. They're just lost. I mean, some of them are lost. Not all of them, obviously. Not all of them.
So then, therefore, doesn't that mean that they're fucked up?
No, they're not fucked
they're
up,
lost?
man. They're just people who gotta heal. That's it.
Yeah, that's everyone on the planet.
Yeah, we live in a fucked up world, buddy.
That is everyone on the planet.
We live in
Well,
a fucked up
any
society.
closing thoughts?
Sorry, we're not gonna go on that topic.
Let's all heal. That's my closing thought. Let's all heal.
Basically, just heal. Like, face your shit and get through it.
Ignore the brotherly fight, please, and let's all heal.
Well, if
Yeah,
you like this
we love you
episode,
all.
ladies and gentlemen, make sure to like and subscribe. And Nick, go fuck yourself.
And Nathan, go make sure you grow your eyebrows out, please. Thanks, big head.